welcome back. Well, we are about to satisfy your sweet tooth for the holiday season. We have Mara here with Sweet Stardust. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yes, thank you.
And some beautiful creations that you've made that are edible. So it almost makes me feel guilty to eat them. But we're going to talk about the actual cookie flooding process. So
Yeah,
what is flooding?
So flooding is when you take your base cookie and then you just put your base of icing on there. I use royal icing, which is powdered sugar and meringue powder, and a little bit of water and food coloring if you prefer. But yeah, it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it, but it can take a bit of practice.
Yeah, I don't think mine would just, it looks so smooth. How do you, so can you kind of show us how you do it?
So I use a tipless bag, so there's no metal piping tips or anything in there. Just make a border. Let's see if I can stop shaking. Go all the way around. This makes it so your icing doesn't fall off the edges.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And you don't have to wait super long before you put the middle part in, which is good because speed is nice. And then if you squeeze a little bit harder, more will come out. And it's gonna look messy, but that's okay because we have ways to fix that.
You know, this is so funny because when I make cookies with my grandma, she is always like, Nicholas, I will make the cookie for you as long as you frost them. So
yeah, it is the tedious part.
It is. But this feels like a very
Yeah, you're making it look easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks a little bit messy right now, but we'll take a scribe and we can just put it in the center and jiggle it around.
Oh, it's that easy.
Kind of just evens it all out a little bit. And you can take it and pull to the sides if you have any gaps. And then if you want to do something extra special, you can take another color, put some dots. This is called a wet on wet technique.
Okay.
Put a few in here.
Hey, you're so quick with everything. Oh.
Take your scribe again and pull it all the way through. And it makes a little wreath.
Cute.
This is absolute magic that I'm watching right now.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel like there's all of these little tiny tips and tricks.
Yes, there's so
to do
many.
that.
But add some berries and holiday wreath. And if it looks like it's a little bumpy, you can just take it, pick it up, tap it on the table, and it will even out eventually.
I'm in shock. that is so amazing. You're able to do that in 1 minute.
Yeah, no, for real. So how, for something like this, where there's multiple layers, I feel like that just feels very complex with the sunflower.
Yeah,
but the pumpkin, it's kind of I feel like, is that almost a level up to say?
It's not that much more difficult. You just kind of have to do it in sections. If you have too much wet next to each other, they will run together. So I did the outer two and then the center one first. You let that dry a little bit and then you do the second two.
So it's also with the borders, so you would follow each of the borders for each of the individual ones and then go back and flood each individual one. But then how do you get the gradients in that as well?
I also use an airbrush. So a lot of things like the back of the star, the bottom of the pumpkin, those are all airbrushed. It's just a tiny compressor with edible food coloring liquid in it.
Okay, so you just started doing this a month ago. I can't believe that because it seems like you're a total pro at all of this.
I do have 14 years of other bakery experience. This isn't my first foray in decorating, but it's my first time doing cookies. So.
Well, thanks for spreading your love of cookies with all of us. Where can people find you?
I have my website is sweetstardust.com, or I'm also on Facebook, Sweet Stardust GF, for gluten-free. All of my products are gluten-free.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll have more when we come back on Cato Living.